Hey you guys, welcome back to Style My Sweets. My name is Rebecca and today I'm doing the balloon arch for the Paw Patrol party that we have coming up tomorrow. And what we're gonna do is, if you see this black frame behind me, it's a backdrop stand. This is the lightweight backdrop stand that I have, and we're going to make the balloons go across the top of it and then come and cascade down the side here. So I'm going to be using pink, teal, purple, and white balloons along with some marbled balloons. I am using this variety of colored one, which I think would also be great for a unicorn party. You could substitute marbled balloons and do ones that have the glitter in them. That would look really beautiful as well. So let's get started.
So I'm starting with this fishing line because it's strong and clear, so we won't have a visible string here. And I'm starting by tying it to the end corner of my backdrop stand. Kind of just wind it around a few times and make it like a figure 8 so it's secure, and then tie it in place there. Oh, and by the way, I should mention I am using my lightweight backdrop stand. I'll leave the link for which one this is in the description box. The lightweight stand was still plenty sturdy enough to hold the balloon arrangement and worked fine. So you really don't have to have a heavyweight stand for this arrangement. So anyway, then I run the string along the top and did the same thing on the other corner, making a figure 8 around the poles and tying a knot there as well. And I did leave it hanging at least a few inches so it's not pulled totally tight between both ends of the poles, just to be sure that I have a little bit of room that I can twist the balloons around it. If you would rather though, you could actually twist your main balloons onto this string and then push them on and tie it up in the corner afterward. So whatever way seems easier for you. And then of course you also need to leave plenty of room for it to come all the way down to the floor on the side where you're planning to have it come cascading down to the floor. I probably left at least an extra like 3 feet or so of string beyond just where it finally touched the floor. So for this arch, I purchased a set of 100 balloons. It was a package that contained bags, 25 each, of pink, purple, teal, and white. And I used a hand pump to blow them up, or you guys, I seriously would have had a headache and been here all day blowing up balloons. So this thing was a lifesaver, and I'll definitely leave the link for it down below in case you want to check it out. So I tied the balloons first in duplexes. Also, if your fingers are getting tired tying balloons, there's this little easy tie contraption which will really save you a lot of time and save the skin on your fingers while you are rolling up and tying your balloon knots. Again, this one was also really helpful, and I'll leave that as well if you want to check that one out. Now, once your balloons are tied, go ahead and assemble the duplexes. To do that, you're just going to tie the ends of 2 balloons together. And then what we're going to do is take 2 sets of 2 balloons and twist those together around the fishing line with the wire in between, and the shape of the balloons and the air pressure just keeps them in place like that, and they're not going to move. You can just slide them up and down the fishing line a little bit as well if you need to position them or whatever. Of course, I did kind of try to coordinate by making sure there was like one of each color included in each group of 4 balloons, and that way your colors will be spaced pretty evenly. So to twist them on together, just hold one set vertically and one set horizontally with the fishing line wire in between them. And then you can kind of just like twist them around each other. Also, I got a 25 pack of 12-inch marble balloons for this. These are so pretty, but I'm also thinking, you know, you probably could do even like get 5 or 6-inch balloons instead of the 12-inch ones. I inflated these actually only about halfway and then tried to kind of really press each one into a nice perfect little ball and attach them to the arrangement with a piece of tape or glue dots. So this was a pack of 25. I used about 18 to 20 of the marble balloons in here, so I did have a few left over. I also used some of the leftover white and solid colored ones, and I inflated them into smaller size balloon spheres and used those also to fill in any gaps, and that gave me multiple size balloons actually just out of the same package. And I just used those to fill in any gaps as well, using glue dots or pieces of tape that are like at least several inches long. You need enough tape, but tape works fine too, just to attach the smaller balloons in with the larger ones. I also decided to include a couple larger balloons toward the bottom of this balloon arch cascade here. These are 36-inch white balloons. Kind of tried to shape them a little bit to get them really nice and round. And I added these toward the bottom of the arrangement. Once everything's in position, you can also add any florals that you want to add. I tested this out several ways. I love greenery in here for sure. I really wanted that. It looks so elegant and classy. I'll leave the link for the ones that I used here. I'm really happy with these. I thought they were so beautiful, and I'm actually going to be using them just in my home decor after this party. Now the dessert table is going to have Dollar Tree floral arrangements on it. So I ended up opting go with little mini arrangements that will incorporate the same Dollar Tree flowers that are going to match the ones in the table arrangements. I grouped them together in little bunches here and then wrapped the stems together tightly using some pink duct tape, which came from Dollar Tree, by the way. And this is actually the leftover duct tape from the Paw Patrol Skye's helicopter that I made. The link for that will be in the description box as well if you want to check out that video. But I had leftover pink duct tape. It worked great just to make sure that there's going to be no sharp floral wires sticking out or the stems or branches or anything like that, because we don't want the balloons to get popped by mistake, especially during the party. That would be really bad. So I added the flowers in with the greenery, and then depending on exactly where you're sticking them in, you might be able to bend the end of it kind of around and hook it in there on the fishing line wire, or like on the end here, I used extra duct tape to hold the arrangement along with the greenery branches up under the balloons and taped that onto the pole at the top there under the balloons so that the flowers and the greenery would be hanging down from the balloons. And I felt like that made the end look more complete, and it also helped hide and cover a little bit of the metal frame right there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and also I will leave the links in the description box if you want to see the completed dessert table that I used this balloon arch for. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon in the next one. Bye!